The Las Vegas Raiders have the new head coach, Klint Kubiak. And I thought it was hilarious that after the Super Bowl, Stacey Dales was interviewing him, and she asked him about his future as a possible head coach, and he said, well, that's up to God, and it was just the yada yada cookie cutter answer. And she said, you don't have any answers for the network? And then it went, yeah, what do you want me to say? Yeah, I'm going. Hell yeah, I'm going. You know, and it'll be interesting to see if 345 Park Avenue has anything to do about it. You can't offer a guy a job while his current team is still playing. The whole idea is you want to let him focus on the task at hand. It helps that they won, but good Lord, Tom Brady, who was once the subject of a tampering incident as the Dolphins tried to pry him away for a period of multiple years, first from the Patriots and then from the Buccaneers. Bruce Beal, his good friend, was trying to get Brady to Miami. Now Brady's the potential tamperer. He went from being the tamperee to the tamperer. And on one hand, I say it doesn't matter because the NFL never done anything about it. But rarely is anyone that blatant about it. He's admitted that he had an offer. He's admitted that he was accepting the offer at a time when they're not allowed to even talk about the possibility. All they can do is interview you. They can't talk to you about taking the job. It's just wild. But regardless, he's the new head coach of the Raiders, and we'll see whether or not they lose a draft pick or two at some point down the road for it. I doubt they will, but this may be one where it's so blatant there's nothing the NFL can do about it other than to take action.
I fine him $25,000. I mean, I don't know. Like, that to me deserves like
they take draft picks.
Baby slap
they
on
take
the wrist.
They take draft picks.
I know they
on
do.
The occasions that they actually enforce the tampering rules. They take away draft picks.
But this is one where it's like, because when you have your own network reporting, okay, like they're expected to try.
They don't own it anymore. They don't own it. They don't.
All right.
They don't own it anymore. ESPN does.
Oh, yes. All right. So, yes, we're yeah. Okay, fine. I mean, they did at the time that the reporting happened that he was expected to become the next Raiders coach.
Well,
they did.
Right,
they had gone through. They had gone through already. I mean, I don't know. I see what you're saying.
My point is this.
Yes.
This stuff happens all the time.
I know.
But for the guy to say it, like there's a, when the Jets in 2009 got in trouble for hiding Brett Favre's partially torn biceps tendon the prior year, the only reason they got in trouble is because Favre kept running his mouth about it. That was his excuse for why they fell apart. They were 8-3 and they fell apart down the stretch and didn't make the playoffs, so he kept talking about his partially torn biceps tendon, and somebody who was with the league at the time told me, we wouldn't going to do anything about this, but the guy won't shut up about it. We got to do something about it. So Klint Kubiak comes out and says this on the network that's branded for the NFL, even though it's not currently owned by the NFL. I just wonder whether or not the NFL is going to do anything about it. And it would be hilarious if they did because of Tom Brady's involvement in the last major tampering case. Jonathan Gannon, the Cardinals got in trouble a couple of years ago for talking to him when they weren't supposed to talk to him. I mean, if I'm the Cardinals, I'm saying, what the hell? Like the Raiders are just going to get a pass here? That's how a lot of this stuff happens. People who have been punished under the same rules, somebody else does the same thing. They're like, what the hell? You're not going to do anything to them? You came after us? Go after them. So I'm surprised there hasn't been a little bit of something out of Arizona on this. What the hell's up with the Raiders? So we'll see. Look, and Raiders fans are going to get mad. They think I'm trying to start trouble. They started the trouble. They violated the rules. And Kubiak blurted it out when he shouldn't have.
Yes, he did. But I think, if the bigger question for the Raiders, obviously, is whether or not they're going to have Maxx Crosby going forward, right? I mean, and if this reporting from Lock and Four is true, then it seems like they are not.
Lock and Four's reporting is just the latest wrinkle in what's already been out there. Jay Glazer, who talks to Crosby all the time, said last week on Radio Row, he's done with the Raiders. I sent our story to somebody connected to Crosby, and the response was, draw your own conclusions. So I will. He doesn't want to play there. And this is different from Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
They threw money at Myles Garrett. Your guys in Cleveland, they see a problem and they throw money at it. Deshaun Watson doesn't want to play for us. Here's $230 million over 5 years. Oops. Myles Garrett wants to leave. Here's more money. That worked out. He was Defensive Player of the Year, and he set the sack record. I don't think the Raiders are going to throw money at Maxx Crosby. And, he became disenchanted with the team when they decided not to let him play the last 2 games of the season. And now they got a problem, and he wants out. And we'll see what they do. But I fully believe that he wants out. And it'll be one of the storylines of the offseason. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.